In Chapter 10 of this 0 speed FE8 Ironman, we head off to save Duessel, who has 0 speed, but also still has a respectable amount of all of HP, defense and res. He is surrounded by 3 green cavs who all need to survive in order for us to get a night crest at the end, which I very much want to promote Amelia. At the very least, as they aren't actually my units, I've left their speed stat unaltered, meaning that they all have more speed than anyone in my army would ever naturally be able to have without the usage of speed wings. This means that they may have some chance of surviving. Speaking of surviving, while it has been a few streams since our last death in the form of Mulder, this abruptly comes to an end when I place Tana poorly and she gets doubled and destroyed by an enemy archer. A bit further into the map, Natasha also dies from a combination of Cormag as a red unit and a boat, which turns out to be able to double people because they have 6 speed and aren't slowed down at all by their 20 weight weapon. This supports my recent decision to just promote Alter at level 17, meaning that we do still have someone capable of healing. Despite Cormag contributing to Natasha's death, and Tana not being able to recruit him due to having 0 speed and also being dead, we recruit him on the next turn by having Ephraim first talk to Duessel, recruiting him, and then having Duessel talk to Cormag. As a result, we now have a 0 speed Wyvern, who I send off to get the secret book, and who will surely survive for a long time. When the reinforcements appear from behind, resident problem solver Gilliam moves back to deal with them, while Amelia, much to my chagrin, handles the enemies to the lower right. All of the green units survive due to my units scooping them up, so we are able to get the hero crest from the village, and the night crest for keeping them all alive. Is the night crest worth 2 of my own units dying? Honestly? Probably. We're definitely not getting to recruit Renak, so there are a finite number of promotion items that we can use, and we need semi-competent units. This is not least because now it's time for everyone's favourite map, Phantom Ship. I decide to low deploy, bringing along only Seth, Gilliam, Duessel and Amelia as bulky units, Arta to gain some staff weapon experience, and Vanessa and Cormag to try and block off the boss from spawning. If you're wondering why both Vanessa and Cormag are here to block off the appearance of one enemy, it's because I'm too lazy to check the exact tile where the boss shows up on FE Builder, and so decide to bring them both for security. Yes, I do come to regret this decision pretty soon. Also yes, this map is a bloodbath. The first few turns are pretty calm. Upon getting Amelia her next level, I promote her into a Great Knight, as has been paid for. Predictably, the map becomes far less calm once the boss wave arrives, though at least I have successfully prevented the boss from spawning. On the enemy phase, Vanessa is killed, as is Larashell. She does have 0 speed, as we can see from the combat screen, but frankly, I don't even bother to check her speed when she arrives on the map, because her death is just that much of a given. So far, all of this is within my expectations. What is not within my expectations is the death of Seth, who ends up getting killed due to exact damage from everyone from within the fog teaming up on him. Not helped by a mogul, who rolled up on speed, and was therefore able to double him. This is a severe loss, and prompts around a minute's worth of deranged laughter while I try and recompose myself. I am not successful in doing so, and thus mess up my rescue chaining and positioning, leading to the death of Cormag, and thus all of our flyers, since Cyrene is Omega dead. Well, now we have 10,000 gold's worth of illusion whips to sell, so there's that. After all of that blood spilled, we finally stabilise and no one else dies. To my surprise, Duessel surviving to the end means that he gets recruited at the end of the map despite Larashell being dead, and he naturally has 0 speed, which is not that far off his actual speed in vanilla. Finishing Phantom Ship brings us straight to Chapter 12, landing at Taizel. While far less threatening than Phantom Ship, I once again low deploy due to the monster reinforcements that will arrive shortly. After dealing with them, my units, Reed, mostly just Gilliam, slowly move towards recruiting Ewan, who has 0 speed. While everyone else catches up, I train him up to Pupil 10, with the intention of turning him into a summoner, because God knows that I need the lightning rod effect of summons plural on my side. I then bait in Marissa with an unequipped Gilliam and recruit her with Ewan. She, of course, has 0 speed, and like Joshua, suffers severely in this context, since now she has approximately 0 good stats. Sadly for me, it seems like we may have to return to the tower to train Marissa. this is because someone wants me to use her, and I very much don't think she's usable without taking advantage of the tower. There's a very strong chance that she remains not exactly usable even after the tower, but shh. And then killing the boss is completely free, meaning that we finally have another map without unit deaths. We thus end stream with the death count having heptupled, and my number of actually tanky units having decreased from 4 to 3. Seth, I miss you already! Anyway, that's it for this recap video. If you're interested in following the progression of this run and aren't already, please do consider subscribing to the channel. In addition, I am streaming this cursed Iron Man weekly on Thursdays at 6:30 PM UK time, which is 1:30 PM EST, so it would be cool to see you there, with the stream actually starting 30 minutes after the release of this recap video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Until then, have a good one.